Business on Purpose podcast.
There is a conundrum in small business. You've got small business owners, particularly under $1 million in annual revenue, who are spending their days constantly putting out fires, going from fire to fire. They feel like professional firefighters. And yet, they need world-class coaching. So how do we bring those two things together? Hey, it's Scott Beebe with the Business on Purpose podcast. At the time of this recording, it is Friday, not my favorite day of the week. I love Friday, but not my favorite day of the week. Monday is, because that's the day we get to initiate that mission of ours of trying to liberate you from the chaos of working in your business. But on a Friday, I just dropped my son off for the bus stop. And I was thinking, here in a couple weeks from the time of this recording, we are going to be launching something exclusively for small business owners. And I would say the window would be somewhere in the neighborhood of under $1 million in annual revenue, where you will be able to access world-class coaching. You will be able to access a peer group of other small business owners just like you. And you will be able to access a roadmap so that you can walk the roadmap with the peer group through the world-class training so that you can get to a point where you've not arrived. There is no arrival in this game, but what you have done is you've created a business that you own rather than a business that owns you. So we're calling it the Business on Purpose Roadmap. I thought I would rap for just a couple of minutes, not like rap literally. I'd love to be able to do that, by the way, and maybe one day I'll do that here on the podcast. But I wanted to rap a little bit about what it is that we're building. So over the last few years, since the dawning of the Business on Purpose experience and platform, podcast, and everything, this has been going for a little over 4 years now. We have done a lot of one-on-one coaching and small group style coaching. Hundreds of businesses that we've had the privilege of being able to walk with through this adventure, this journey, this experience of small business coaching. And those businesses have been anywhere from $175,000 in annual revenue to about $48 million in annual revenue. And you can imagine the massive difference in kind of stages. And so what we've done over time is we've kind of articulated different stages of the business. Under $1 million, there's a lot of similarities. $1 million to about 2.5, somewhere in that range, there's a lot of similarities. 2.5 to 5, a lot of similarities. 5 to 10, 10 to 20. 20 to like 30, and then 30 to 50, somewhere in that range. There tends to be these stages. Well, what we found is we can really go some mileage one-on-one. It's cost effective for the businesses that are kind of $1 million and above. We can usually get in that range, but for $1 million and below, we really found it difficult to be able to deliver world-class coaching in a package that made a lot of sense financially on both sides. And so what we wanted to do is put together a win-win-win-win-win all the way around. We actually have a client, by the way, one of their core values is 5 wins. A win-win-win-win-win. And I forget exactly, it's a win for the customer, a win for the team, a win for the community, a win for the patient of the companies that they serve, and one more win. But anyway, we wanted wins all the way around through a platform that we could build. So we have done it. We have built the Business on Purpose Roadmap coaching experience. It is an online experience through a membership style site where you as a small business owner, again, typically under $1 million, but you might be a little bit over. What will happen is, and we've already got this built, we've got all of our module training, all of our templates, all of our one-off trainings, all behind a membership site to where you would get exclusive access to it. And not only that, but we've even got what's called a growth lab, where any questions that we get that you bring in, because we'll be doing member calls as well, so there's going to be a live component to this, we're going to take some of those hot topics that come in periodically, and we're actually going to create new entire trainings around them as we go. So the library of content will grow, the growth will grow of this site inherently. And not only that, but we've also, our developer has installed a forum sequence that doesn't feel as clunky as most online forums. In fact, it's got a little bit more of a Facebook-ish feel, but the beauty of it is it's our real estate, which means you don't get on Facebook in a private group and the next thing you know, you've lost 2 hours because you've been scrolling Facebook. We don't want you on that. We want you on kind of a private site to where you can have private interactions within a community of peers around the situations that you're dealing with as a small business owner. And so the good news is we've built it all. We've taken a world-class membership site. In fact, literally the people who kind of wrote the book on this, and we have worked through their process. We've joined their membership site to learn how to do it. We've hired their developer to learn how to do it. And we have built something that I know it's going to be special for you. And so you want to be put into a situation where you can be liberated from the chaos of working in your business. You want a methodical roadmap. You want a community of peers, of small business owners who are just like you, struggling with the very things that you're struggling with. You want coaches in the community. You want live member calls so that you can get insight around those things. You want all of those things. And the Business on Purpose roadmap coaching experience is set up and built to be able to deliver. Now, will we be perfect day one? No, of course not. It's just going to get better. It's going to cure like ham, like fine wine as time goes on. But I'll tell you this, from day one, you can start making mileage. You will start making inroads. And what you're going to see on day one is what our clients have been experiencing for the last 4 years, but you will get access to it at a rate that a small business can budget for, and it makes sense. You're still going to have skin in the game. You need to have skin in the game. You need to feel it a little bit. But if you'll do this, just go to freedom.mybusinessonpurpose.com. You can go there, or you can go to our website, mybusinessonpurpose.com, and just click Roadmap. We'll have a button on there that says Roadmap, and you can click that, and you'll see, and you can join the wait list. If you're hearing this before June 3rd, 2019, you will join a wait list, and we'll keep you up to date with what's happening, some inside sneak peeks, that sort of thing. But on June 3rd, 2019, we are going to launch that bad boy, and we are going to take the liberation of small business owners to a completely different level, and I am amped. I think you can tell. So go check it out, mybusinessonpurpose.com. Click on the roadmap button. June 3rd, be ready. We're offering a launch price. It's a lifetime thing. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you next time right here on the podcast.